Um, hey guys, um, today we're reacting to, yeah, I joined the gang that killed my girlfriend by his story. Judging by this title, yeah, this ain't gonna be good.
I felt like the luckiest guy on the planet at my senior prom because the love of my life, Chrissy, had her arms around me and we were slow dancing to our favorite song. In my mind, the rest of the students melted away. I love you. She smiled at me, then touched the side of my face. Students melted away. I love you. She smiled at me, then touched the side of my face. Good, because I love you too. We shared the most magical kiss of my life. Then I felt her body tense up. What's wrong? She was looking over my shoulder at someone across the room. I turned and saw a wild-eyed biker-looking guy watching her. He had a tattoo under his eye and a few scars down his neck. He couldn't see me, but I could see him. Nothing. It's not nothing. Who is that? It's just some jerk that I met a few days ago. Don't worry about it. All that matters is us.
Right now, right
here. We
gonna be
kissed
bad
again,
in,
and I
like, a
quickly
few
forgot about
days or
anything else.
months.
I looked up at the sparkling strobe light above us. I was in heaven. The next night, we were supposed to meet up at my place when she didn't show up.
Oh
I
my
called and
God.
texted her, but she
She
didn't
got killed by
respond.
the gang,
I went over
didn't
to her
she?
house, snuck into her window like I always did since we were 6 years old, and saw her laying in bed. Chrissy? She didn't respond. Hey, babe. You all right? I tried to shake her, and she still didn't move.
dead.
My heart sank, and I felt a terrible chill travel up my spine. Chrissy,
She's dead.
please, wake up, please. I
She's
rolled her over
dead.
towards me and saw her eyes were wide open, and she wasn't breathing. Oh no, Chrissy, wake up. I felt for a pulse, and my worst fears came true when I didn't find one. Tears flooded my eyes,
Hey, I
and I
need to
called
move
911,
my
but it was too
recorder over
late.
this
3 days
side.
later, I was standing at her funeral. Her mother sat trembling in the front row. I didn't cry because the authorities said that she overdosed on fentanyl. Chrissy hadn't even smoked a cigarette, or even tried one puff. She hadn't even tried a glass of champagne. She had watched her uncle pass away from drugs and alcohol, and swore she would never touch anything. I was fixated at what actually happened and who was responsible, and I knew it had.
That's true, because if you ever hear someone died from this, someone died from that, you're most definitely not gonna do it, unless you're in your teenage years.
Something to do with one of the Iron Vultures. They're a notorious biker gang and actually had the nerve to show up to her funeral. When I looked across Chrissy's grave at their leader, Deacon Kovacs, my fists clenched and my guts churned because I know he's hiding something. He was the same guy at our prom, and either him or someone from their gang did this to the girl.
Stupid ads.
Guy at our prom, and either him or someone from their gang did this to the girl I've loved ever since I was 3 years old. My father, Frank, put his arm on my shoulder, doing his best to comfort me. He had been a cop for over 20 years and also knew when something didn't sit right. On the way home after the funeral, I turned to my father. You know as well as I do that someone from the Iron Vulture.
If your dad's been a cop for like, how many years he just said, I cannot remember. But shouldn't he be looking more into what killed your girlfriend? For real, for real?
Is responsible. His eyes darted at me, nervous. Are you saying what I think you're saying? I nodded. You've been saying you wanted someone on the inside to expose their corruption. Well, what's better than a teenage kid that seems like he needs a family to be a part of? My father took in a long, deep breath. Please don't do it, son. I'm begging you. You're just a kid, and it's gonna be the most violent, disturbing thing you'll ever do. These people are savages.
Well, it's in the title, so.
Pure animals that will stop at nothing to destroy anyone that's in their way. I get it, Dad, but I can't let the memory of Chrissy down and let them get away with it. She deserves some form of justice. He understood. All right, well, I know that even if I forbid you from doing it, you'd do it anyway, wouldn't you? There is nothing that will stop me, Dad. That's what I thought you'd say. Well, listen up. You need to know that there are some lines you will have to cross that you can't ever come back from, and those choices you'll make will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Life lesson. Life lesson.
I felt the weight of that land hard on me and nodded. I understood. Dad swallowed some pills that always calmed him down. I learned how to ride a Harley and researched everything I needed to know about biker gangs. Dad got me police files on the Iron Vultures, and I studied them thoroughly. 5 months later, I had successfully worked my way into riding at the back of the Iron Vultures motorcycle line, wearing a leather cut that read, Prospect. The Iron Vultures were known for running guns and drugs from here in Detroit all the way down to Florida. We pulled over at a gas station, and I watched all the local cars fearfully scatter as we took over all the gas pumps. President Deacon waved me over. I want you to go inside and tell the cashier that we'll be filling up all our bikes and we will.
They're gonna, if I predict this, It's crazy. And they're gonna put drugs into the store, aren't they?
Won't be paying a penny. And if he's got a problem with that, teach him a
By the way, if I sound like a girl, I'm not a girl. Just know that.
lesson. Can you handle that, Prospect? My gut turned to stone, and my palms started sweating. I didn't have a choice but to agree. This was another test. Not a problem. I entered the gas station and approached the cashier. He was an old man and reminded me of my grandfather. There was an old picture of him in military fatigues. Hey, so, we're gonna take as much gas as we need to, and we won't be paying for it. Got it?
You're genuinely fucking with a military veteran. You are so damn screwed.
He gritted his teeth. And if I say no, what happens then? I felt awful putting him in this situation.
See? Knew it.
Look, man, I'm just following orders. You don't want to give us any trouble. And what if I do? I'm too old to be scared of you corrupt bastards. I don't care what you do to me. He reached under the counter for something. Don't do that. I leaped over and
I called it.
saw that he was holding a shotgun and grabbed it away from him. Let go, old man. I ripped the shotgun out of his hands and he fell to the floor and clutched his chest. I was momentarily horrified and thought, what if I'm responsible for this man having a heart attack? I kneeled down to him. Are you all right? You don't care about anyone other than yourself. I hate everything your kind stands for. I felt so terrible because I wanted to tell this poor old guy the truth. I was doing this to bring these assholes down, and I agree with him. They make me sick as well. I'm sorry you feel that way. I helped him up, waited until the last biker filled up his tank, took one last sad look at him, and left. When I got back on my bike, Deacon watched me closely. I tried to look tough, but I think he saw through it. My dad said to be as honest as I could, and use my real name with these guys. These maniacs were experts at smelling out a rat, so I didn't have long to find and gather real evidence that would bring this whole biker gang to their knees and make them pay for what
He is going to absolutely murder them by the end of this video, I'm calling it.
they did to Chrissy. We made it back to the clubhouse.
Or just bring them into the police station. But he might brutally murder
Which was a
them.
converted slaughterhouse with a chapel that had a long oak table and a bar in the back. I slept in an attic room above the chapel. There was a cot, a chest of drawers, no windows, but a loose floorboard where I kept a small notebook of every transaction I had witnessed. I also kept a photograph of Chrissy on the beach the summer she turned 16. I was writing a note when my door swung open. I quickly hid my notebook behind my back and saw Tonga, one of the lieutenants. Yo, Prospect, my girl wants to talk to you.
Oh, and also my channel pronouns clearly said. Why am I still
Don't be
talking
weird.
about this?
He
It's
walked
been
away,
minutes
and his
since
girlfriend Grace, who was also Chrissy's best friend, entered in tears. I just need someone to talk to that knew her, and no one knew her better than you. Yeah, of course. I can't get over it. I wake up crying from nightmares every
Why does she look like a grown-ass man?
night, and it's the same one. I see Chrissy's face and she says the same thing every time. What does she say? Nothing is as it seems. Do you know what she means by that? I felt my stomach tighten and tense up because I had to be very careful with what I said next. She had been connected to the Iron Vultures for years and would immediately go and tell Deacon if she even suspected anything. You were with her the night she died. Can you tell me about what you two did? Yeah, we were partying downstairs by the pool table and I was drinking, but she wasn't. You know how she gets. Then she went to the bathroom and was gone for a while. Like at least 20 minutes. Then she came back with a really terrified, sad look in her eyes and a black eye. I asked her what had happened and she just shook her head, unable to talk. Did you see anyone go into the bathroom with her? Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. The guys here are crazy. That made my stomach turn. Who went in with her? She hesitated. It made anything. The guys here are crazy. That made my stomach turn. Who went in with her? She hesitated, looked down at the ground. Deacon, hearing that was like being stabbed in the heart. He doesn't want anyone in the club to find out what he did, because the rules they supposedly live by don't ever harm a woman or a child. He could be ousted if the other guys found out. Thank you for telling me this, but I don't know if I can do anything about it. She leaned in close and whispered, I just needed to talk to someone, and I don't know why you're here, but I know that it's not because you want to be a vulture. She grinned at me, as if she was totally onto me. I looked away, nervous. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. She walked out. The next morning, the senior members met around the long oak table, and I stood at the back, where a prospect stands. They talked about a missing crystal meth shipment from Detroit, and a drug dealer in Ann Arbor that was a part of it in some way. Plus, a Detroit cop who had been parked down the street from the clubhouse
Detroit now. Y'all are actually cunts. Cause you're basically just, cause you're the dumbest person I've ever seen. If you're letting a Detroit Cup at your clubhouse without any guards. Bro, just let guards at your clubhouse. It's that simple, like that.
Nights in a row. I kept my face still when they mentioned the cop, because I knew exactly which cop it was. My dad. Sweat formed on my forehead and I gritted my teeth. I told him 3 weeks ago to stop hanging around because eventually he'll get caught. Tonga raised his hand to speak. Let me take care of the cop. Deacon nodded. I knew I had to say something if I was to try and save my dad. Can I be a part of that, sir? A few bikers around the table glared at me for speaking out of turn, and then one of them slapped me across the face. You don't get to speak, Prospect. Besides, isn't our copper on the inside supposed to handle crap like that? Deacon nodded. Yeah, but hold up a second. Why would you want to help take out a copper prospect? I panicked and had to say something they would believe. I hate those pigs. Every one of them. They used to beat on me as a kid. If I can be a part of ending one, then that's a good day. Deacon burst out laughing. Then the others joined in. Deacon smiled at me. I like you taking some initiative. You'll go along with Tonga. Be discreet, but take care of Marco first. Tonga and I rode our
Beating you as a kid. Bro, shut up.
bikes out to Ann Arbor and walked into a
Bro, not even I would believe that lie. Bro, these have to be the dumbest gang members of the entire world.
warehouse. Marco saw us and flashed a toothless smile. He was taking his own meth. His missing teeth clearly showed us
Bro looks like a meth master.
the evidence. Tonga grabbed him by the back of his head and slammed his face
Yo, how many times did he take out his tongue? I'm wondering.
into a wooden table. What did you do with the missing meth? I swear I don't know what happened to it. The last time I saw it, it was with the messenger. He's up to something. Tonga pulled out his blade and stuck it next to his right eye. Marco started crying.
Oh. You're absolutely fucked.
And pissed himself. I was terrified for the guy and felt embarrassed for him. Please don't. I swear I don't know what happened to it. You have 3 seconds to tell me or you go blind. Okay, wait. Just wait. Look under my floorboards. He pointed down at the ground. We opened them up to see a huge crawl space that opened up to a large room. There were huge stashes of missing drugs and cash everywhere. Marco trembled. Tonga, Prospect, I have an incredible offer for you both. That's why I'm willing to show you what's down here. How about I give you both $1 million each to keep this a secret? It's just cash, sitting right there. Go ahead and take it. Just promise me we'll keep this to ourselves. Cool? I must admit, I definitely thought about it. Then the idea of spending my life terrified of being caught brought me back down to reality. Then I grew fearful of what Tonga was about to do to this toothless bastard. Tonga took his time, looked around at years of what this idiot had stolen from the gang, then pulled out his handgun, aimed it at Marco's face. Oh God, no. Please don't. You lying, thieving piece of crap. I'm sorry. I have a problem. I'm an addict. I can't help myself. You're pathetic. Tonga was about to pull the trigger, then glanced at me, flipped his gun around and handed it to me. You do it, Prospect. Let's see what you're made of. I took the gun, aimed it at Marco, and then hesitated. My hand shook, my throat went dry, and I thought, am I really going to cross the line?
That's the truth of being in a gang. That's the truth.
No going back once I do. I looked at Tonga out of...
I don't know why my hallway echoes so much. I'm literally sitting in my hallway right now. So if it sounds like a normal voice, then just know I'm whispering.
Corner of my eye, and he was glaring at me. Then I thought, well, at least he's a scumbag drug dealer. I'm doing the world a favor, and if I don't do it, I'd be dead before sundown. I closed my eyes and pulled the trigger. I heard Marco drop. Then I ran over to the side of the room and lost my breakfast. Tonga laughed at me. I stood up from the trash can and saw Chrissy's face. She
Lost your breakfast is insane.
was standing across the room and looking at me with a deep sadness in her eyes. I was mesmerized. Was it her ghost or just my mind playing tricks on me? I spoke to myself under my...
You sure you didn't take any of there was drugs.
Breath. Please don't be upset with me, Chrissy. I'm doing this for you. We rode back to the clubhouse, and Deacon and the other vultures all hugged and patted me on the back as if I'd won a prize. A few hours later, while everyone was out on a ride, I stayed back to clean the toilets, as prospects have to do. I mopped my way into Deacon's office. I was searching for any real evidence that I could show to my dad and the cops and take these assholes down. I checked to see if there were any cameras, then searched through every drawer I could and snapped pictures of every document I found. I had found a gold mine of information. So many records and transactions. Then I saw the door swing open, and Deacon was standing in the doorframe. What the hell do you think you're doing? My heart started furiously pounding.
Yeah, you're dead, buddy. You're dead. You're absolutely cooked. Bro, why am I just why? Why am I the most goofy ass person in my entire house? Genuinely.
Didn't know what to say and looked so guilty. I discreetly hid my phone behind my back and slipped it into my pocket. He grabbed me by my neck and pinned me hard against the wall. I'm only gonna ask you one more time. What the hell are you doing in my office? He had that vicious gaze in his eyes that I'd seen before he killed people. His hand gripped tighter around my throat and I started to choke and see stars. Answer the question, Prospect. I just wanted to impress you. By doing what? Cleaning your office so it's perfectly spotless. He stared daggers at me. I trembled and started to completely lose consciousness. My fear was vibrant. After what seemed like an eternity, he let go of my neck, and I collapsed to my knees, trying to catch my breath. That's the sweetest, girliest thing anyone's ever said to me. But how did you know?
12
How
minutes
did I
and
know
16
what?
minutes.
That I'm OCD with cleaning.
Sorry, I'm
What? That I'm OCD with cleaning. I let out a huge sigh of relief. It takes one to know one. He nodded. Make it beyond spotless. I want to smell the fresh scent of pine sol when I get back. He grabbed his knife off of his desk and left. I closed my eyes in deep relief. Damn, that was close. I immediately emailed my dad and
I
the
was
cops
saying
every
RIP like
picture I
he's
had
gonna
just
die,
taken,
but I
then
just
called my
realized he has
dad
split
and
armor.
spoke quietly. Listen, you need to leave town immediately. They're on to you. What? They caught you.
I just watched the Chester. I got the Revenge on Chester video. His family is Italian. I just watched that video.
Walked outside. I told you what would happen if you did that and you didn't listen. Leave town right now. Okay. Later that night, I laid in my bed and stared up at the attic ceiling. I saw Chrissy's face appear again in front of me, but this time she had a
17
sympathetic
minutes
look in her
and
eyes. I could tell she understood
Bro, what is this
everything I was doing,
comparison?
and tears flooded my eyes when I thought of how genuinely sweet and innocent she was, and these cruel assholes ripped her away from me. It made everything I was doing worth it. Then I heard a light knock at my door and opened it for Grace. Hey, sorry to bother you, but I found something. She pulled out a thumb drive and handed it to me. I had one of Chrissy's.
And what are you gonna do with that thumb drive? You barely have any PC. You don't even have a PC in this damn room.
Pair of jeans, and I found it in the pocket, but I can't open it. I popped it into my laptop, tried to open it, and couldn't. Can I hold on to this? Yeah. She went to leave, and I.
There's been. Okay, why does my dad have Sheen on his phone?
Stopped her. Why are you helping me and not turning me in? These guys crossed a line with Chrissy. That's unacceptable to me. About an hour later, after I fell
I
asleep.
still can't get over why she looks like a grown-ass man.
My door got flung open
Okay,
again,
this is the
and Tonga
deepest
barged
respect.
in, ripped me out of bed, and dragged me down the hallway. What's happening? What
You
did I
can't
do?
even hear
He
me.
glared at me. You tell me.
That's
I was
how
speechless.
loud?
What did he find out? I have no idea
That
what
is
you're
how
talking
loud my
about.
hallway
He
is.
shoved me onto the couch in the main room and started laughing. You should have seen your face. Deacon wants me to take you with me to that cop's house. We found out where he lives. I wanted to be
Yeah,
sick.
and you're
Deacon
gonna
wants you to do
brutally
it, since
murder
you
that
said how much
cop
you hate
like a
cops and all.
tormentor from
He's
the
giving you a
Playground.
gift.
Pecan and Lock Horror, by the way.
Was dying inside, but put on a smile. Let's roll. We rode out to the house where I grew up. I was praying not to get spotted by any neighbors, so I kept my helmet on as we approached the house. Tonga took out his sawed-off shotgun and signaled that I head around to the back of the house. I quickly did, and grew terrified when I thought of Tonga breaking in and hurting my dad. I made it to my old bedroom window, slid it open because I always left it open, and snuck in. I stepped into the hallway and saw a light on in my dad's bedroom. I quickly entered and was shocked when I saw him packing a bag. In a panicked whisper, I told you to leave. Why are you still here? I had to wait to pick up a check.
I've watched this video for exactly 14 minutes and 27 seconds. I do not remember asking you to...
And I had to come back for my medication. I'm not alone. He knew what...
I just realized this is way smoother than Zaxxy films. Are these AI generated?
that meant. I heard Tonga's footsteps and quickly gestured for my dad to hide in the closet. He rushed
That was satire, by the way. These are gray animators.
in and hid behind his wardrobe rack. I turned around and saw Tonga enter. I anxiously pretended to be searching the room. He's not in here. Tonga pointed at my dad's half-packed bag on the bed. He's still around here somewhere. Did you check the closet? I stood between him and the closet and casually...
Oh, by the way, this isn't just a single reaction video. We're going to be playing rooms we visited, and we're going to be playing Forsaken. We're going to be reacting to some music. It's going to be a peak video. Then the next sub-special video will be Peaker.
He spoke. Yeah, he's not in there. Tonga stopped cold. I pointed to the hallway. Let's go and search the rest of the house. I signaled that he followed me, and...
Bro, you do... Wait, you do realize... Forget about
Stayed still. You said you checked the closet? My breath caught. Yeah, let's go. Then why do I smell Old Spice coming from there? It's probably his clothes. Come on, he could be trying to leave. Tonga gripped onto my shirt. How come you seem nervous? I had to think fast.
It's because it says fatter.
Isn't it obvious? We're in a cop's house on an attempted kidnapping. It's my first time. That made Tonga relax a little bit, and he started heading towards the door. Then my heart sank when I looked over at the bedside table and saw a picture of Dad and me from a fishing trip last summer. My spine stiffened as I prayed under my breath. Please don't see that picture.
Why is he the only one with the hissing? This is the deepest whisper I can speak clearly. This is the deepest one. That's how loud my hallway is.
Please don't see that picture. Then, as Tonga reached the doorway, he stopped cold, turned his head to the left, and stared directly at the picture. I closed my eyes, horrified. I was busted. Tonga stepped closer towards the bedside picture, picked it up, and looked closely at it. He held his sawed-off shotgun by his side, and at that moment, I thought about putting a bullet in his back right then and there, but I didn't have it in me. My hands were shaking as I held my gun by my side. He turned around
Just do it. You said you would take these assholes down.
Face me with rageful eyes. Explain yourself, prospect. I raised my gun at him, and his shotgun was still facing down by his side. Drop your weapon, Tonga. A vicious smirk flashed across his lips. If you think I'll let some rookie-ass turd outdraw me, you got another thing coming, boy. I don't want to have to use this. Put your gun down, right now.
Just shoot him! It's that simple!
Tonga stayed eerily still, ice water running through his veins. Is he your...
Oh, by the way, I'm not in my hallway anymore. Thankfully.
Daddy? Your uncle? He's in the closet, isn't he? I said put it down. This is your last chance. I don't want to have...
Daddy is crazy. Listen, I call my father daddy, but... It's okay, but when you're a grown-ass man saying, "Oh, is that your daddy?" to a teenager, fuck you.
Do this. You're some dumbass kid with a cop daddy. I was shaking, feeling overwhelmed with
Again.
terror and an intense drive for survival. I saw him jolt his shotgun up, and I opened fire. He was such a thick, tough, relentless Samoan that the shot didn't seem to do much. He even smiled. Then he fired his shotgun, and I quickly slipped to the side and put 2 more bullets in his chest. He was still standing. Then he squinted his eyes. I eat bullets for breakfast, bitch. My terror grew because...
He is not trans. If he has a girlfriend, he ain't trans. So why you calling him a dumb bitch?
Seemed like nothing I did could stop this beast of a man. Then he took a step towards me.
Hot Wheels City Roller Coaster Rally.
Towards me, stopped, and fell flat on his face. His eyes were wide open in a cold, dead stare. You probably shouldn't eat those for breakfast, because that stuff will kill you. I have no idea why I just said that out.
Why are you saying that to a dead-ass body?
Loud. It's not like he could hear me. I let out a huge sigh of relief, then jumped out of my skin when Tonga's body convulsed, and he sat up and grabbed his shotgun. He wasn't dead. Holy crap. What
Shoot him in the head! It's that simple!
the hell? I immediately fired 3 more shots down into him and ended it. Jeez.
You could have shot him in the head the entire time.
What are you made of? I caught my breath, then glanced at the closet and saw a shotgun bullet hole through the door. My panic shot through the roof, and I quickly swung open the closet door and saw my dad
Papa.
sitting against the wall, clutching onto his chest. Tonga's gunshot caught him. No, crap. Dad, can you hear me? Are you still with me? Dad? He slowly came to, and his breathing was shallow. I called 911. We got an officer down with a gunshot wound. I need help right now. Help is on the way, sir. The reporters and paramedics were there within minutes and rushed my dad.
What if the gang leader finds out you're a bit late? You're absolutely fucked. You're getting shot in the head 350 times.
To the hospital. I called 911. I waited in the hallway.
And getting shot in the back 300,000 times.
Near his room.
Lower accurate gang.
The doctor stepped out and addressed me. You're his son? Yeah. Look, the bullet nicked his heart, and it's a miracle he's still alive. We've slowed down the bleeding, but if I had to guess right now...
The fact that nicked his heart. These characters have plot armor.
His chances are not good. If I were you, I would start making final arrangements. I'm really sorry. I felt a wave of intense sadness rush through me and stared down at the cold tiles. 2 police officers...
We're gonna be playing round 3 videos after this, so you better be hyped. You better be.
Were waiting to talk to me, and we went into an empty office. The first officer reached out and offered me a handshake. I was confused by it. I just want to congratulate the kid that gathered that much evidence against the Iron Vultures to bring these suckers down. We got your email, and our lawyers are compiling the case.
Why is the video not over? He's definitely gonna get shot 365 times.
Now, we'll probably pick up Deacon in the morning. His cop friend wasn't as friendly. When he heard that, he turned cold, stood up, ripped open his police shirt to reveal a leather Iron Vulture cup.
You are so fucked.
Long live Deacon, and long live the Iron Vultures. I quickly stood up and backed away.
Did you not bring your gun with you? You should've.
My guts burned with fear. His partner didn't see what...
Not my guts literally hurting after he said that. Why am I saying this with my eyes closed? You cannot see this because I'm not doing a face reveal today. But
It was revealing. What are you doing? Officer Reynolds. The officer pulled out his gun, turned to face his partner, and put a bullet into him at close range. I knew that if I didn't act soon, I was a dead man. He aimed his gun at me. Deacon says, "He'll see you in hell." I leapt over the desk and slammed my shoulder into the middle of his chest and nailed him into the ground.
Grab his gun!
For a few seconds. Then I was able to bust through the door and run out of the hospital. He was right on my tail, and I heard him make a call behind me as he was chasing me through the underground parking lot. "Deacon, I'm going hunting for a rat, and you and the boys need to join me." I hopped on my bike and peeled out down the street. I drove up the ramp onto the freeway. I rode several miles, hoping I was in the clear, but then heard
Go 100 miles per hour, bruv.
the loud, thunderous roar of blasting bike engines. I looked in my side mirror and saw Deacon and 20 Iron Vultures revving their Harleys behind me.
Oh, you're cooked.
I hit the gas and took off as fast as my bike would take me. They were just as fast, and unfortunately for me, Deacon's motorcycle is seriously jacked up with rocket blasters, so no matter how fast I went, I wasn't going to outrun him. I sped across the freeway,
The
hoping
fuck
to
you mean outrun? You mean outdrive?
reach an industrial area before them. The roaring sound of all 20 Iron Vultures cranking their bikes was deafening. Every other car on the
I'm not family friendly, by the way, so just know that. Just know that.
freeway quickly swerved out of the way. They rode up next to me, and I started...
Go 100 miles per hour, please. Well, actually break the speed limit entirely.
zigzagging across the lanes, threatening to bash into them if they got too close. "You wanna effing play? Let's play, you ugly
You
bastards."
mean fucking play?
I knew that I had to get
Okay, you say effing, but you say bastard.
as crazy as them if I stood a chance. Deacon
By the way, these gang members are absolute cunts.
Harley sped right up next to me, and he aimed his shotgun. I tilted my handlebars and headed right for him, and he fired a shot at my tires. Boom! He
Please don't ban me, YouTube. I beg you, please.
missed by an inch, and sparks flew up from the street. Ah! I almost lost control of my bike, but something miraculous happened. I felt Chrissy's hand on my back, reassuring and straightening out my handlebars. She saved my life and was truly watching out for me. I managed to cut Deacon off and exit into a triangular maze of industrial buildings. I took hard, cutting right turns and quick slicing left turns, but no matter how fast...
How's nobody seeing this? People would be up at this hour, you know. It would basically be action-packed with people.
I thought I was. They always caught up to me. I needed to pick a location and barricade myself in. I turned a corner and saw where I needed to go. Ah, crap. No way. It was the same gas station with the same old man behind the counter. I zipped into the parking lot, quickly dismounted my bike, rushed inside, and locked the door. What the hell do you think you're doing? Listen up, old man. I'm not with these assholes. I just spent several months undercover, and I've just exposed them for what they are to the police. Man, I'm not with these assholes. I just spent several months undercover, and I've just exposed them for what they are to the police. I need you to call the cops because we're about to... Boom, boom. 2 gunshots rang out and blew out the glass of...
You cannot be serious that you didn't bring your gun with you.
The front window. The old man reached below his counter and took out a rifle. Get under the counter. I ducked down. Reach into my duffel bag and pick whatever you like. I quickly called the cops.
I'm not buying premium. I just can't. I cannot afford it. And I am on my daddy's phone. He will absolutely tear me apart if I use his money.
911, what's your emergency?
Without permission.
Gunshots being fired at...
And he would say no if I asked for permission, so what's the point?
The gas station on Rosemont and 7th. We don't have long. I tossed the phone,
2
then
minutes
saw
left?
his duffel bag,
Damn.
unzipped it, and saw a cache of guns, and even a couple hand grenades. Jesus, man. What are you, Rambo? It's your own damn fault. Since you were here last and stole from me, I wasn't gonna take any more crap.
Just throw it at their damn bikes, they will explode. Well, if you throw a grenade at a gas-filled thing, then you're basically just nuking an entire store that's next to it, so...
I nodded and grinned. I'm kinda glad. Deacon called in from outside. Hey, Prospect. Oh, Prospect. Tonga's looking down on us right now, waiting to watch us get payback like never before. I looked out of the corner of the window and saw Deacon signal to one of his bikers.
Fuck you, Deacon.
The same biker pulled the pin on a smoke bomb and launched it inside. The all-consuming smoke filled the entire room. Both of us choked and coughed our lungs out. The old man clutched his chest. F me, I have asthma. He stumbled over and was hacking his guts out. I grabbed a grenade out of his duffel bag, pulled the pin, and chucked it out at them. Deacon saw it and quickly peeled out. Several of his other bikers weren't as lucky. Boom. Ah, crap. The scorching explosive fire consumed a few bikers and blew them off of their bikes. The remaining bikers all started firing in at us, and I dove for cover. I felt tons of glass shards and debris fall onto my back, and I got cut up.
You should
The
have threw
firing
both
stopped
grenades at
abruptly.
once,
I
then it would
slowly
be...
lifted my head and saw Deacon walking in.
This is the most non-lore accurate grenades in the entire history of the entire world.
The mask and a shotgun. Come out wherever you are, you little piece of crap. The old man was still wheezing on the ground. I was behind...
I'm going to take a piss, so, let me pause this. Back.
The counter. I just needed to survive long enough for the cops to arrive, so I ran down an aisle and ducked down. Deacon slowly walked down each aisle of the shop while he spoke. I bet you'd like to know what actually happened to Chrissy, wouldn't you? I tensed up and wondered how he knew. My cop on the inside...
I completely forgot that Chrissy existed in this universe.
It gave me a whole profile on you, pal. I know everything I need to know. Chrissy was a live wire. I can tell you that. I felt rage unlike ever before. Is that why you drugged her? Because you tried to hook up with her and she turned your ugly ass down? I made my way around the counter and finally heard the police sirens approaching. Then I...
Can't she just tell you, and if you had a gun with you, she should grab it and shoot your feet in defense, just in case you knew.
While several of the remaining bikers entered the store, I was way outnumbered and felt a chill crawl up my spine because I realized that I might die today. I took a step out behind the potato chip rack, hoping to get the drop on Deacon, but then...
By the way, this video is going to be like 2 hours long. Just so you know that.
Deacon's gun in my face. Gotcha! My heart burned because I knew this was the end. I closed my eyes and then heard a loud pop go off. I didn't feel anything, so I opened my eyes and saw Deacon staring at me with a shocked, morbid gaze in his eyes. I glanced down and saw a huge bullet hole in his chest and could actually see right.
I'm in shock! How the fuck did he do that? How the fuck did he do that?
Threw him to the old man standing behind, smiling like a schoolgirl and holding a smoking shotgun.
That's why you never mess with a veteran.
Deacon dropped. Within seconds, the cops swarmed the shop, guns drawn, and took out any remaining bikers that preferred to go out in a blaze of supposed glory. I just stayed down and covered my head. 20 minutes later, the entire gang had been eradicated from the earth. I went to Chrissy's grave, sat beside her, and put down some flowers. You can rest easy now, babe. Justice has been served. An hour later, I was pacing at the hospital, and after several hours, the doctor finally came out and broke into a smile. Your dad's one tough son of a bitch. He's gonna make it. I felt a huge
Son of a... oh my god. That is the most insensitive...
surge of joyful tears of relief and hugged him.
Unless his grandma is actually a bitch. Alright, let's play Room 3 Fidget now. Alright, now we are in Room 3 Visitors. Let's go in a car. Wait, there's somebody in there. Yeah, I want to do this solo. Let me do this solo. Lobby. Ooh, that's gonna be next update. It's just weird to remember we was having a blue carpet instead of a red one, or I just have false memory of everything. Start game. Ayomo taka taka, ayomo taka taka, amagoma taka taka. For the green and the white I adore, for the parish to last evermore. Why is it so bright out?
Attention all personnel. Please make sure you clock in before you proceed to your work. Thank you.
I've played this before, but I never reached 60. I'm gonna try getting that 820 patch. And where you have to look at it for like 30 seconds. I don't understand what game this video about to be like 2 hours. So prepared. We're only going through like 100 rooms.
You have been clocked in. Welcome to the night shift.
a night shift like some Freddy Fazbear ass shit. Oh, by the way, I will be playing Borders and it's kind of unlocked indoors. Why is this room locked up? I never noticed that before when I played this. Ew, coins, money. Money. Wait, do I just... Wait, can I kick this? I was thinking I could kick that. Why you dumbass? If I... Then we're not in. I will play it on another video. So you don't attack me. This room again? Oh, food. I'm gonna step on their food. Sorry, whoever's food was that. Wait, what? Wait, what if I just wait? Wait, what? 11. We haven't even done that. We did get stuff on my part. Oh my god, look how good this room looks. They really put... What did I hear? Wait, does A90B attack on like A190? That's gonna be a problem. That would be a problem if we were just realized why is there 300 rooms instead of 1,000? I do not feel safe here. Imagine if we could kick the glass, that would be cool. This is like the one in like pressure, I think. Oh, it's like the room indoors where there's like a blocked elevator and a blocked room and yeah, it's kind of like that. What's a big one? 17. putting this much work into a 10 sub special. Don't worry, y'all. Don't unsubscribe. I love y'all. Just don't worry. I can put as much work as I can. From the entire game. Hold up, I'm a parkour master. I suck at chasing. Oh my god, we got this. Alright, let's move on to the next. And can another mate? No? Okay, that's not the. Bro, no way I just got ripped off. This is literally my favorite roguelike game. I'm walking back. So, y'all do realize you're not something right? Yeah. Wait, is Dolscape? Yeah, so we're gonna be playing like Dolscape if it's back. Oh yeah, it's gone. R.I.P. Dolscape. I miss you. R.I.P. Dolscape. You are not ready for the final reaction of this video, by the way. Fun fact, the tree falling. Fun fact, it's like. Fun fact, Toto's name is Stassi. No way I did this mode.
Are you still trying to prove something? Let's add something more interesting.
Bro, is this like the...
Oxy, its impact can cause trouble. My watch still isn't working to this day.
Is this even the mode? I'm gonna do like 10
It's only going to get worse.
modifier. Whoa, did they just cook us?
is just a boxing training ring.
Why? Alright, so I recently found this game. Everyone playing this. Let's start the game. Bro, Circles nowadays, you never know, I can get the best of you. I recently found this game. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you. I only have like 1 euro to give to the state. Because I only have some big sale right after it happened. No way I just lost that file. But bro. So as I was saying, after the big sale, everyone kept talking about it because who doesn't? It's my favorite and I'm like in this art contest the deadline is supposed to be in August. him. Even a stage after second. Bro, nobody's eating this stuff. I just realized. Well, not really. I'm gonna be talking for a entire time.